In the early 2000s, a group of friends decided to take a road trip through the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest. They were excited about their adventure, but as night fell, they found themselves driving along a winding, desolate road deep within the forest. The narrow road was surrounded by towering trees, their branches casting eerie shadows in the moonlight. It wasn't long before they spotted a hitchhiker standing by the roadside, his face hidden beneath a hood. Feeling uneasy, they initially passed him by, but their guilt got the better of them, and they turned the car around to offer him a ride. When they pulled over and the stranger got in, they noticed his hood concealed most of his face. The hitchhiker was unusually silent, only providing brief answers to their questions. As they continued down the dark road, they couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. That's when they noticed a strange smell emanating from their mysterious passenger. Growing more uncomfortable, they decided to pull over at a well-lit gas station up ahead. As they stepped out of the car, they were horrified to discover that the hitchhiker had left behind a trail of blood and a gruesome, blood-soaked weapon on the backseat. Panicked, they called the police, who arrived promptly to investigate. To their shock, the authorities informed them that the hitchhiker matched the description of a dangerous escaped convict who had been on the run for weeks. He had a history of violent crimes and had likely intended to harm them. The friends realized they had narrowly escaped a deadly encounter, and the chilling realization that they had given a ride to a dangerous criminal haunted their memories of that eerie night drive through the dark forest. In the late 1990s, a young couple set out on a road trip across the desolate highways of the American Southwest. As they ventured deeper into the remote desert, their car's headlights illuminated a lone hitchhiker standing by the side of the road. Feeling sympathetic, they decided to pick him up. The hitchhiker was a peculiar man with disheveled hair and tattered clothing. He barely spoke during the drive, and his presence sent shivers down the couple's spines. They grew increasingly uneasy as he mumbled cryptic phrases and seemed to know personal details about them. Eventually, the couple decided to pull over and ask the hitchhiker to leave. As they stepped out of the car, they realized that he had vanished without a trace. Bewildered and frightened, they got back in their car and continued driving, trying to shake off the eerie encounter. Hours later, they arrived at a remote gas station in the middle of nowhere to refuel. The gas station attendant, an elderly man, looked at them with a grave expression. He asked if they had picked up a hitchhiker recently. When they confirmed, he recounted a chilling tale. Years ago, a tragic accident had occurred on that very stretch of road, claiming the life of a hitchhiker. Since then, countless drivers had reported picking up the same hitchhiker, who always vanished mysteriously from their cars, leaving behind an unsettling present. Terrified and convinced that they had encountered a ghostly hitchhiker, the couple sped away from the gas station, vowing never to return to those desolate desert highways again. The memory of that night drive haunted them for years, a chilling reminder of the unexplained and the supernatural lurking in the darkness.